Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. I think I have a very interesting press conference. First and foremost, I want to compliment the Cocoa Tigers. They won the championship after finishing the season 15-0. It was the Atlantic Coast Youth Athletics Association. And they beat the Thoroughbreds 26-6. I mean, they didn't just beat them, they ran over them. And the Thoroughbreds were from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, Cocoa Tigers, you did it the right way. That's teamwork with great young men doing the right thing. Now I want to introduce you to 8 of the Thoroughbreds. And here they are. You look at the Thoroughbreds and you find out, what were they doing? What were they doing on Saturday morning? Well, let me tell you what they were doing. They Ubered from where they were staying. They had come from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, down to the Dick's Sporting Good in Posner Park. Not only did they Uber down there to shop, they had no intentions of paying for their product. So they came into the store in 2 groups, and they began to systematically steal product. And that's exactly what they did. They stole, and they stole, and they stole, and they stole, and they stole. Yeah, how do you like that? This is everything that they stole. And guess what? As we've said before, you can't go any place, anytime, that you're not on a camera. So Dick's Sporting Goods knows that they're stealing because they're watching this systematic, organized theft ring called a football team. Now, not only did they steal 47 items, but ostensibly, they may have cost their team the championship and the football game, because I don't know if these all were starters or not, but I can tell you that we were finishers. We arrested.
Kids come down to play a football game in Florida. These kids come down, play the football team from Philadelphia, come down to Florida. 8 kids decide to steal. In Florida, 8 black kids. This is what happens when you ain't got no daddy in the home. This is what happens when you got single mamas. This is what happens when you ain't got no damn structure. When you have these same kids doing dumb shit up in Philly, they bring that shit down to Florida, but Florida don't play that. This is upsetting. This makes black kids look stupid. Why do you think we always getting targeted? Why do you think y'all keep getting targeted? It's because y'all doing dumb shit. You so thirsty for stuff, you lost your life, bro. Now y'all in a detention center in Florida. That's the sad part. Where was the coaches at? Probably out there hanging out in Jordan, Florida, not keeping your eye on your kids. This is why, as parents, you got to stop having these people be in charge of your kids, because your kids don't know what the hell they doing. The thoroughbred thieves. Y'all so thirsty for stuff, you go steal it, but you're going to get caught. What do you think a group of 8 black kids going to look like to an area of mostly white people, probably? What do you think they're going to see when they see y'all? Oh, we got to keep an eye on them. Stereotype. You guys are going into the stereotype. But this is what happens when you ain't got the mama, when you ain't got no daddy in the home, when you ain't got no right supervision, when you ain't got no foundation, when you trying to live that thug life because what you hear on the radio, what you hear on Pandora, what you hear on your Apple Music. You trying to be a thug, you trying to steal and not get caught. You're going to get caught, bro. Do I feel sorry for these kids? Hell no. I hope they go to jail. I hope they go to prison and really experience that. Because obviously they home is failing them. For them to really think that they can go and steal, they not scared of their parents. They not scared of their football coaches. They not scared of nobody. But now you're going to be scared of this sheriff because this guy don't play around. He makes examples out of everybody. They need to be an example. They need to be shown this is what we do down here. But this is what happens when y'all parents ain't parenting, man. All these bad kids come from bad parents. Always. All these bad kids come from bad parents because y'all not parenting enough. Y'all want to be y'all kids' best friend. Y'all want to give y'all kids whatever. Y'all don't understand. Your kids don't understand hard work is because you trying to give them everything and you always excusing their behavior. These dudes stole over $2,000 worth of merchandise. Nike gloves, this, that. You gonna lose your life over Nike, bro? Over things that's made in China for $1? Like, I don't feel sorry for these kids. Well, you black, man, you supposed to. These kids need to get their ass whooped. They haven't gotten that home, so now let's let the prison system do their thing. Don't feel sorry for these kids at all. This is what happens when you have bad parents. When you have parents in the home that's oblivious, that they mama trying to be a thought, they daddy trying to be a thug, trying to be a drug dealer. They coaches is coaching, but they want to mess with your mama too, so they put you on the team. A lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of these black kids don't have no foundation around them, no structure. So this is the reason why they do stuff like this. This is crazy.
Them. We took them to the Juvenile Assessment Center, and we put them in lockup. But I want to introduce you to their coach. His name's Raynon Bynes, B-Y-N-E-S. So when we notify the coach who is responsible for them, you would think he would be interested in holding them accountable and responsible. Instead, he goes to the deputies and begs them not to take these young men into custody. Oh,
what?
Arrest them, drop the charges.
No, we got to send an example.
And then when we said no, then they go.
That's the reason why a lot of these athlete kids is jacked up. It's because they coaches not holding them accountable. The one thing I love about my career when I played, a lot of my coaches held me accountable. My college coach, my high school coach, my middle school coach, all the coaches that I had growing up held me accountable. If I did something stupid, it wasn't letting me slide. There's a punishment. But you see, you got a lot of these youth coaches that be like, man, let them go. It's okay. They're learning. They're kids. No, because you ain't teaching them responsibility. That's what I'm saying. People want to be coaches, but you got to understand you raising young men. You got to set the example of the world through the sport. That's why sports is good, because they get to learn about the world through the sport. So you mess up, you don't play. You do something stupid, you don't play. The more stupid things you do, the more things that makes you miss in the sport, I'll just kick you off the team. You have to send them an example and let them know this is how life is. Oh, let them go. Please let them go, officer. I would have been like, yeah, take them to jail. I'll call their parents. They can come pick them up because I ain't got time for this.
Go to Dex Sporting Goods to the manager and said, oh, don't charge them. Don't charge them. They were not taking bubble gum one piece to chew. They stole over $2,000 worth of products, over 47 different products they stole. And then when it was evident that they were going to be arrested, then the coach says, don't you guys have anything better to do? What are all these deputies doing here? Don't you have anything better to do?
What? This is
than arrest
crazy.
these kids? Listen, I don't know.
That's what's wrong with our people. Instead of holding the people that did the dumb shit accountable, you want to blame the police. If your kids did something stupid, it ain't the police fault. The police ain't just racial profiling them. The police is there because they caught them stealing. Do you guys have nothing? No, our job is to get criminals off the road no matter what color they are, no matter what age. We got 8 criminals here. This is what I'm saying. You guys get mad at the police when they policing. That's when y'all get mad at the police. When they doing their job, they locking up your kids because they stole $2,000 worth of merchandise. You want to get mad at the police. That's what's wrong with our society today. Get rid of the police. No, the police is just doing their job. They getting the criminals off the street. I don't care how old you are. A thief is a thief. Send their ass back home. Send their ass to the jail. Don't get mad at the police. I wouldn't even get mad. Hey, they stole. You got it on camera. Where you sending them to? All right, I'm going to call their parents and they can figure it out. I ain't got time for this. I got to coach these other kids. I ain't got time to put my energy on dumbass kids. But you want to blame the police because the police is there because your kids is stealing. What kind of coach is that?
know how you do things in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but in Polk County, Florida, we'd lock you up for stealing, for being a thief. So this is part of a football team. This is also the Thoroughbred Thieves, and it's their choice. It's their choice to go to jail because they Ubered down and were actively ripping off Dick's Sporting Goods. 47 items, I believe they were caught with. So at the end of the day, the message is clear, not just in this Christmas season, but anytime. All of these stores have cameras, and we have relationships with all of these stores. If you come here to Polk County and steal, there's no notices to appear. There's no warnings. You're in handcuffs and taken to the county jail or taken to juvenile lockup, period.
Stupid people get real consequences. Parents need to be parenting. The black community needs to be parenting their kids. This makes all black people look bad. All because parenting is non-existent in a lot of black homes. Just because you playing a sport don't mean you don't get disciplined. Just because you're good at something don't mean you get to skip out on the rules. You have to be held accountable. I'm glad they're in jail. I don't care what you think. You stole, go to jail. I guarantee they won't steal no more. But see, y'all parents are letting the police parent. Because y'all think that is cute when they do it when they little. But you ain't correcting these kids. You ain't letting these kids know what's up. You're not holding them accountable. So this is why they end up how they end up. Go to jail. Work for free. We gonna parent you. That's what the police is saying to these black kids. We'll be your parent. And you ain't gonna like the way that we parent. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, we're gonna keep this thing rocking, keep it going. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see the new videos coming out. Continue to make content, continue to keep it going. But I appreciate you guys. Merch coming soon, daily show coming soon. Really excited about this channel. We're gonna keep it rocking. Appreciate y'all.